spam.
All right, what up? Welcome everybody to Cheap Drinks and Cheat Codes, episode 42, the show where every week we talk about the gaming news, what's good for me and what's good for you. What up?
Indeed.
What just happened? Slurping. Pog.
Another
Slurpee. Appreciate you.
5
You get a
months.
60-second ad. What's everybody
That's
up
hilarious. Y'all have a good Thanksgiving. We took a week off. If y'all didn't notice, sorry you missed it. Had a little turkey, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Was eating a 30-pound turkey at the in-laws.
Okay.
What was their name?
His name.
Plot twist.
Nani?
Yeah. So far, I'm still. Justin and I are still in your boat.
Yeah.
But Josh, because of me,
What?
Yeah,
he got
yeah,
one.
yeah.
He got that PS5.
Oh yeah. What's up, boy? I got. I mean,
Schnitzel, there's also a PlayStation Q going on right now. If you're
There
not
is.
knew that.
if you're feeling
You're only
spicy.
25 minutes late, so you're
feel like-
already screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, what's on the docket this week? We got a lot of Cyberpunk news, obviously.
Yeah, broski. So if you're ever so lucky to pre-order from certain places, this article namely was Best Buy. You might get your copy early. People they got their copies early already. So
Not surprised.
I pre-ordered from Best Buy because they had a steelbook that I wanted.
yeah, well you
They
might.
just told me that it was pushed back, and they're not shipping it yet. But if I get it early, that'll be awesome.
Yeah, because it's a single player game, so it can be played right away. There's no like a lock or anything. CD Projekt Red was like, hey, try to not be dicks and spoil stuff, but you know, if you get your game early, you can play it. Seen by this man who looks
Code
quite happy,
Carnage.
sort of. I
Code
think.
Carnage. He's
Code Carnage.
dope.
I
Yeah,
used to
he's
watch
super
him all the
cool.
time.
Phil, did you get the physical PC version? Oops.
Because I wanted the steelbook. It comes with a download code, so there's no disc. But I wanted the steelbook because they looked cool.
Fair enough. Yeah, a whole bunch of people got this
That's
stuff. Like,
solid.
this guy got his whole. This right here. Yeah, the special edition. Yeah,
Collector's edition.
kind of funny. You running the.
And he
He's
laid
running
it all
the
out
dude
and
over
everything.
while flying through the air. While shooting.
While
and
shooting
left his-
something.
and left his knife on the table.
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a weird flex. He's like, maybe some weird knife enthusiast will be hype over this knife that I put here.
So I guess maybe that because that's a PC version that was there. I guess maybe it comes with a physical CD because there's a soundtrack that comes with one version. Maybe that one, like a lot of the stuff that comes with the game naturally is digital. Maybe you get it physical with the collectors. I didn't look into it because it was super goddamn expensive.
It was super expensive. But yeah, if you get your copy early, good luck to you. Have fun. Ball out. Let us know how it is. But at least that's presumably it's coming out. If people are getting their copies, it's coming out next week. Like, we don't have to worry. Maybe, I guess. I don't know. That's dope, though. But moving on to more better and greater thing.
Just lumped all of the Cyberpunk stuff together. So.
Oh yeah, okay. I don't have the same thing that you do. I guess apparently.
Well,
Yeah,
all right.
Down farther.
Yeah, that's fine.
Anywho's.
Yeah. So this is just a quick diagram. This is mainly there's not much to talk about, but it's cool. We'll put it in the chat. Basically, how to save your cross-gen PS4, PS5, Xbox Z to Xbox Y or whatever it's called. I still can't ever remember the name. There's just numbers or letters, and it annoys me the way they did that. But yeah, it basically just explains how you can do it. It's really easy if you have a PlayStation because I did it already. If you have your PS4 turned on, connected to the same internet, it just uploads all the stuff. So I'm assuming it'd be that way unless you really want to do anything else. But it's still cool, and it's just a quick explanation of that. Nothing too crazy at all, but it's still interesting.
Yeah, but at least they're letting the cross save even happen. right?
Yeah, I mean they almost kind of have to though, the way it's set up. The way it's set up. My phone likes to ring.
Immediately.
And then, so they did one good thing, and then they did one bad thing. We knew with the delays they weren't going to have this, but it's still kind of sad to see.
Yeah, so it won't support ray tracing for most people, basically just consoles, which I think is crazy. Like, I didn't know, I guess, look into it enough. I didn't know that they weren't doing many upgrades for the next gen consoles. It kind of confuses me. I feel like they should have postponed it and did more work on the future consoles and be like, oh, I'm sorry, you can't play this game on the base PS4. Like, who still has a base PS4?
Stupid.
Me. I do. That is my launch PS4 right there.
As it fries itself.
Yeah,
As it can get loud watching Disney Plus.
But John is 7 years old.
Yeah. That thing is, but I've never had any issues with it. So
yeah, I personally think they should have went future and then be like, oh, we got to delay a month to work on stuff that's old as dirt, making a VCR play DVDs.
But I mean, again, for them, think about how hard it is to get a next gen console right now. They're not getting money from Sony. They're not getting money from Xbox. They're getting money strictly from game sales. So yeah, they probably have a beefed up like PC port right now. That was their original, but then they've been working to get it onto those original consoles for the people that are waiting the few years to upgrade to the new next gen. They have to do it. Like, they have no choice. Otherwise, they're just going to have a big chunk of profits not coming in.
Yeah. So again, no ray tracing. If you have it on PC and have NVIDIA, praise. If you're an AMD person, Brit, sorry. But if you have an NVIDIA, you can totally ball out and do some ray tracing. That's my plan. All day, every day. There's just no point. I have PS5. It can't even. There's no way it's going to support the controller. Like, there's just no point. Casey did get it for PS4, so I'll see what it looks like on PS5 and stuff. But I don't care. But it is pretty cute.
I'm interested to see if you can just put the PS4 disc in the PS5 and see if it'll recognize it.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because even if you put in a PS4 game, it'll immediately just upload the PS5 version if it exists. It'll just read it and be like, hey. Like, I had Watch Dogs, and I was just like, boop. And it was like, boop.
Damn.
So,
boop.
Yeah.
It really just went boop. That's weird.
Yeah.
It didn't play the game.
It just popped. Yeah, it just pops up. Oh, Jeff coming in. Oh, stock is up on PS4 Store. Oh, get hype.
All right, still have an hour.
Get hype.
Appreciate it.
No, he didn't, like, he's trying to get me. He's trying to help brother out.
But if I got it, I would just give it to you anyway.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Good luck to you all.
Help me.
Nice.
Help.
The thing is in a week, hopefully my Cyberpunk comes in.
It won't even matter.
That's
Yeah,
all
it won't
I'd be
even
playing
matter.
anyway. Like, wouldn't even matter.
Yeah, that's how I feel because it just sits there. I don't even use it. But on to more PS5 stuff anyway, and this is a doozy because I can't understand it. This is just an article highlighting how little space you have in the PS5. We already know it's like 630 gigs or whatever. But what was not known originally is some of it's just other, and it's like a lot. So out of, normally on the box, I think it says like 800 gigs or whatever, and then that 800 turns into, it's advertised as a terabyte, but then on the box it says 8, and then actually of that 8 that you can use is 630. Which obviously, like, I have friends that are already full. Like, they put like Spider-Man, Demon Souls, and Assassin's Creed on it, and then uploaded like 1 or 2 other games, and then they're like, yeah, it's full pretty much. Which is unfortunate. For many reasons. But yeah, it shows here like 60 gigs for other. It kind of varies, but we don't know what that is. Like, what that space is, like why it's so high. So hopefully they can optimize it to take up less space. Sony is in the future, but for now, just not a lot of space on your PlayStation. And hopefully they also offer some kind of proprietary thing. That'd be cool, like a little SSD plug-in or something.
Well, I mean, they have those like NVMe looking slots. We've all seen it. I just think they don't have the software working with their board and their their own proprietary SSD controller.
Yeah.
And I mean, they've already been working on software updates. 2 patches have come out since it's launched.
Yeah.
So soon they will allow expansion. Soon.
Yeah, hopefully, because that's great. 600 gigs.
Two Call of Duty.
That's barely. Biggity barely. But yeah, this next one, you've had to have seen this if you're like in the internet whatsoever. So yeah, if you have PS5, you got the PS5 Collection, which is like all the good games that are for PlayStation that you can play. And you've seen it, people are just selling them and they're getting banned like hotcakes. Which it's just a loophole and Sony didn't think about it, so they're like, crap. No,
well, I'm confused. So do they just make an account? They just pay, like they just buy. Basically, if you have a PlayStation 5, you can make an account. You pay the year or the month or whatever. You download all the games, and then you just sell it to somebody else. Like you sell the login information.
You're selling the login information to somebody so they can get onto that, download your games, and then you just change the password when they're done downloading.
You know how like I used to sell level 50 accounts on Halo 3 back in the day?
Okay.
Yeah. Same thing.
Interesting.
And it's really funny. In the article, you can even see here like somebody, like people are like posting it like on like eBay and stuff like that. It's like, bro, you had to have known that.
I mean, he sold 22.
Like, no. Yeah, I guess. For $9
Canadian dollars.
What is that, like maple syrup juice? Like what?
Maples.
I think it's $6 or something.
I'm kidding.
$8.
I love Canadian bacon, aka slices of ham.
Slice of ham.
It's delicious. But yeah, so don't do that if you were planning on it. Just enjoy the games yourself. If you're new to PlayStation, there's so many good games. If you're not, then you don't have to physically have the discs. You can just pop it in.
There's so many good games.
Yeah, it's cool. So just don't do it. Don't be a dickhead. You know.
Oh, damn. I didn't realize.
What?
I haven't seen the two consoles side by side. Yeah, holy crap. That thing's massive.
Yeah,
it's pretty big, but you don't put it like that. You'd put it the thin way, obviously. Like
What do you mean you don't put it that way?
It's a whole unit. Like if it was on your entertainment center, you wouldn't stand it up that way.
I mean, it would be if you looked the other direction.
Nah, you don't do that. You just don't look that way.
You just can't look at your PlayStation from the side ever. You can only look at it from the front.
No.
Yeah.
Like when your wife got a little fat, and you
just
you only look at her from a certain angle.
Exactly. I will say I laid mine flat. Dude, that stand it comes with is the most jankety cheap. Like you could just 3D print it in like 4 seconds. It's like it's just a piece of plastic. And it's it just falls. Like if you pick it up, it just falls out. Like it's trash. But other than that, it's great. But it's stupid. But yeah, this article, and this has come out recently as well, how the Xbox is the most powerful console on the planet Earth. But still, a lot of games are finding ways to run better on the PlayStation 5. Which I think is interesting, just kind of funny, but also interesting because we already knew that like the flops and all that stuff were stronger on Xbox, but Sony was like, yeah, with our SSD, blah 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 blah. It, techno jargon, it will still feel good and play fine and work well, and that seems to be the case. For now, this isn't in this article, but did you guys see the PS5 Pro potential patent
and
Sony with the
PSP 5G. Yeah, a mobile PSP.
A new PSP, a new one.
I mean, Switch is popping, so if it
but it would use cellular data. Like that's not the route you want to go.
They had that on the, I think it was one of the later gen PSPs and the PS Vita. You could get AT&T
still not the route
Vita.
You want to go.
No, really. I mean, I got a Vita around when it came out. It was pretty cool, but then I never played it, so I sold it. I should have kept it.
Yeah, I mean,
I only ever used the Vita to do the remote play. It's like I just could go to somebody else's house and play my PlayStation like on my Vita at their house.
I feel like the big problem with the Vita was it wasn't even like a Switch where they had a couple solo games that were good, and then they had like clones, or I'm sorry, not clones, but like ports. They just had like weirder versions of it'd be like Dynasty Warriors 4 at the time would be out, and they'd be like Dynasty Warriors 3X Plus, and it'd be like it was just
mobile
games
it was mobile versions of games. Like when didn't God of War have a standalone game on the PS Vita? And it just doesn't make any sense. Like the Switch is different, it's in a whole different category because it's their only console at the time. Like it's not like Sony is like prioritizing the PSP or the PS Vita and being like, this is it. This is the new Sony product.
You have to think though, they're looking at the Switch and being like, we got to get in on this.
You just got to do it better, or just do what I think honestly the best route would just be to open up your entire library to like don't worry about like 5G, don't worry about developing, I don't know, just get like a PSP with haptic feedback and all of your like older game library. I don't know, something easy instead of weird games.
I will admit that controller is lit. The controller's better than the console. I literally for like
good to know. I'll just buy
that controller.
All right, hey, you can keep the controller. You can send me the console.
Sure. Yeah, it's a lot. It's really good. They just need some games to utilize it, but it is a really good controller.
I mean, Spider-Man's supposed to. Did you pick that up?
It doesn't do it a lot. I didn't get Spider-Man. My girlfriend's brother-in-law did.
From what I heard, you actually have to turn up the haptic feedback. It's on low in most games, so you just have to turn it.
I just did the Astro's Playroom and it was lit. I didn't have to.
Scoop, yeah, Astro's supposed to like really use it. And then I think so is Sackboy.
Dang, PS5's out of stock according to Schnitzel Man.
God, shit.
Imagine that.
I can't. I'm not gonna lie.
You just gotta be lucky. It's stupid.
It's a random guess.
Just gotta be lucky. Like can we edit the glasses to come in like do 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 do, and then like the cigarette?
Or can we just like Photoshop?
Yeah, we could just take them out.
Yeah, Josh literally got his on a whims a lot because it was me, him, and another friend of mine, all three of us with the same exact times.
Oh, and Phil, you gotta remember Phil was there.
I literally told everybody about it.
Yeah. No, we were playing video games, like we were playing Overwatch, chilling. Like we gave up, but I had
somebody else too, so that means there were 4 of us all in this queue, and we all made it in at different times, and only Josh was able to get one in.
Yeah.
You gotta know how to work the wins. Like 9 out of 10
doctors will not get a PlayStation 5, but they will use Crest toothpaste. Hashtag Crest toothpaste.
Yeah.
Future sponsor.
Yo, I take that. Yo.
That's crazy. But yeah, so if you're an Xbox fan, right now the PS5's run better. Sorry. Sorry. It is what it is. What are we on next?
eBay condemns PS5.
eBay. Yeah, if you live in
scammers, man.
under a rock, the scalpers are real, dog. They're putting food on the table for their families.
They killing the game.
Yo, Jeff, I heard, man. You just need to walk around just swagging now. You made it. You made it. You play Assassin's Creed Valhalla. And that's it. You got Game Pass. Controls now on Game Pass. Just a little sneak peek later. But yes, scalpers suck. They have millions of consoles, but shame on all of you for buying them. Personally, I'm not too mad at them because if people are buying them, they're making money. It's gonna happen. Stop buying them. That's how I feel. And then they won't make money, and then that's the end of it.
They'll be forced to just sell them at regular.
I haven't played Bugsnax. It's creepy. Yeah, you'll see them for like $700 or $800. If people stop buying them for $1,000, like you're tripping. There's not even like, what's the point? I don't understand paying $1,200 for a PlayStation. That's insane to me. It just doesn't make sense. I understand a lot of the scalpers were like originally had the bots and stuff like shoes. A lot of them in the UK and stuff, and that makes sense. Like the limited edition, there's like 100 shoes. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. There's only 100 of them. Get as many as you can, sell them, whatever. But like PlayStations, if you wait, you're eventually going to get one. It might be a long time, but like people aren't going to. I don't understand why you pay double the money. I'm sure there's people out there that that are just guapped up and they don't care. But just wait. Like, I just don't understand. Or get lucky. I don't know. Just like it'll happen if you just follow the cues. You know what I mean? Just ball out. You know?
Yeah, you know, if you have a friend that's like, hey, guess what? The queue started. And you get lucky.
It wasn't my fault. You told me. I went sure, bloop, and then
It's just tearing us apart.
I'm gonna blame you. I'm blaming you. Hacker man on site. I started doing a bunch of tapping on the screen.
Like the cat.
and stuff. Yeah, but if you go on eBay, there's just so many sold.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. And it's a lot. But we do have good news.
Good news.
Some scalpers are now starting to get their orders canceled. So, as you can see here, 1,000 next-gen consoles got ordered, and they were like, nah, fam, Xbox is taking action. They're like, not today, sir, boy.
Not today.
Because Xboxes are even in more shorter supply than PlayStations from a lot of reports. So maybe and you got to think about it this way, and this is what I really think the difference is between PlayStation and Xbox, where Xbox is like, yo fam, we need these Game Pass subscriptions, where Sony's like, yeah, buy our console and buy our games.
I
Xbox, yeah.
I was just saying, I also think Microsoft, the Xbox department of it, didn't it's their first time they did a global release, and they didn't realize just how many they need. Like, they're like, oh yeah, no, we'll be fine with this. Why would it sell here and at all? Oh no, sold out everywhere instantly. Oops.
I mean, it's also just because it's just the most powerful console.
The most powerful.
Like, I don't understand why they should have opened pre-orders earlier, so that way they could have at least justified the amount that they would need for launch.
We already knew this.
We
though.
talked
Like
about
they
it
dropped
a long time
pre-orders.
ago. Like
2 weeks.
It was literally the
pre-orders
price.
should have been
It was the price gouging game that screwed everyone. Like them waiting so long to announce the console's release date and the price, it screwed everyone.
Just fighting each other with them and Microsoft.
Yeah, because literally, normally a console pre-order starts like E3, June. They're like, now you can pre-order it. That's like 5 months ahead, and they did it like a month ahead this time. Not even, I don't think. I don't remember. I feel like it might have been 3 weeks to a month.
The PS4, I had like enough time I had it pre-ordered at a GameStop, and then when it was coming out, they were doing this like super 200% more credit if you trade in something, and I never turned my Wii U on for like a year and a half. I was like, I'll go trade it in. It paid off the PS4 and one game. I ended up paying like $4.
That's why GameStop is struggling, because they do shit like
Yeah.
that. 200. It's like a fucking like an item drop. Legendary GameStop sale, and then they just go out of business from that. But I think they literally, Josh will know this, they should have done what Apple does with phones. They just allow companies to pre-order until the end of time, and then you just get a date when your phone is coming in. Like, some people have to wait 5 weeks for their phone to come in, but they don't care because they know that they're getting that brand new phone.
You know you're getting it.
Yeah.
That is the perfect thing. I would love that. That would be great.
Yeah, I super agree. For days. Game Pass. Oh, real quick, Brandon, hit the photo scammers too, because these people need to be burned alive at the stake.
Wow.
While we're talking about like eBay and stuff, we got the people. You might have seen it. People are literally selling photos on eBay of like
That's just hilarious.
they put all the information like PS5, da da da, haptic feedback, da da da, and then at the very tag it'll be like image or
right
photo.
There.
And yeah, and literally some people are falling for it. eBay's trying their best to take them down, but if you buy it, you're screwed. Like eBay probably won't. It does say in
Because
there.
it's in the
photo.
description, so they can't.
Yeah.
They can fight it, but it most
But
likely won't.
I
work out
couldn't
in their
imagine
favor.
that. Like, that's insane to me. That's just those grimy thing you could do, just being like, yo, paying $1,000 for a photo. Oh my goodness gracious.
Imagine waiting for it. Like, you get the delivery time. Like, you're sitting there like, yeah, it's gonna show up today. You show up today. You watch the mailman drive past and put like letters in your mailbox. And it says
You're like,
delivered. It's, like delivered. All of a sudden, you go to your mailbox. It's just an envelope.
That's how you get a
with picture of it.
mailman murdered. Like, somebody would just be so mad. Yeah. If I saw that, I would immediately just. You'd be hunting. I'd be wicking people. Oh, right.
Control. So a couple games left Game Pass and a couple came on, but the big one was Control. Everyone's like, "Hey, cool, that's what's up." Because again, if you have Game Pass, it's free. You pay the subscription, but
there's a tweet associated with this that nobody really understood, but the redacted thing.
Interesting.
They took down a bunch of shit.
I'm reading. But yeah, I don't know why they did that. That's weird. I wonder what they said.
Redacted.
It looks so hardcore, like a military document or something. Like,
I don't think they even military documents don't put redacted. They just put a black mark through it. That would have been even cooler.
Yeah, that is weird. Don't do anything cute like screenshotting this email. Got him. But yeah, so if you're a fan of Control and you didn't want to get the Ultimate Edition, you could still play it now. So that's interesting. I do appreciate that a lot. Dude, we have speedrun this week.
We have almost more speedrun than we have regular news.
Yeah, it's a light week, surprisingly. Consoles are out now. We're waiting for Cyberpunk to show its face and get, pushed back again.
Oh, wait.
Yeah?
We didn't show any of the people sleeping out in front of GameStop on.
I didn't have any of those on the list.
That's fine. Yeah, it's not on the list. We were talking about it quick to get with each other.
Yeah. We just joked about it. Quick news here. Doom Eternal is coming to the Switch December 8th. So that is next Tuesday, I believe, if I'm not crazy. Really? Actually, let me see. That might be Friday, because no, it is Tuesday now. Nintendo normally does Friday stuff. But yeah, Doom Eternal on the Switch. Yeah, Phil?
Thursday, the 10th, Cyberpunk comes out. If they want to release something that next day, it's not selling because everybody's at home.
That's fair. But yeah, so Doom Eternal, you can get that, which is cool, alongside Wolfenstein Young Blood. So you can get both of those games next week. I thought that was cool. We got games for December for Sony, and then we got games with gold for Xbox news. We got Horizon Zero Dawn, Stranded Deep, and by Broforce. So that's funny.
And Wreckfest.
Yeah, Wreckfest. But Stranded Deep and Horizon, obviously, that free games, that's crazy. That's awesome. If you haven't played those, you should.
Broforce is actually pretty fun. It's like they take back to those old shoot 'em ups, and they do plays on like all the big action heroes. Like there's Blade in there, there's Neo, there's the Terminator and things like that. It's really fun.
The Terminator. But yeah, I think that's really good. But on the flip side, games with gold, they're crazy. They've lost their mind. They've lost their whole mind. 1 second, this link is going crazy. All right, bet. So you got Slim Sanity, The Raven Remastered, and Saints Row Gat Out of Hell, the 360 version. So I don't even know if that's going to be the remastered, because I'm pretty sure Gat Out of Hell's been remastered already.
It has, and
yeah.
I mean, if they're saying that's the 360 version, it's not the remastered version. So
yeah, so I don't understand.
That's
what's happened. Yeah, and then you get this is pretty cool. Soul Calibur 6 is coming up, so that's cool if you want to play that. But I don't understand the difference. Xbox, this just shows how dead games with gold is, and how they just want you to get Game Pass. That's the only thing I can think of. Because games with gold, I feel like used to be not that bad. Like Sony's free games are always really cool with PlayStation Plus. But I don't know. I hopefully they fix that model or just go to a different one, because it's kind of a joke at this point. You kind of make fun of it every single month, I feel like.
Much.
Oh, hold on.
Yes, Phil. Yes.
I might have posted something about it last week, and I think we should talk.
Well, while you look for that,
it.
let's look at some people sleeping.
Oh, yeah.
So this was on
that dude was so comfortable.
I just don't think I would be. I mean, this is obviously I don't feel like they actually slept. I'm pretty sure they just did a 24-hour. I wouldn't. There's no way in hell. I don't care where I live. There's no way I'd be actually asleep on the side. I don't know.
I'm gonna be real with you. That looks really
I
comfortable.
mean, I get that it looks super
Like, I'm not
comfortable,
even-
but this is
He's in,
yeah,
like,
this is
5
like a news
blankets.
tweet. Like this is from a news channel, so I'm sure he said like pretend to be sleeping or whatever. Yeah,
That's
there's
true.
no fucking way. My anxiety going
last
through the roof.
Friday, I went out with my girlfriend to get sushi, and there was a GameStop next to it, and I was like, shits and giggles, I'll go over and see if they have any, because they were putting up all the Black Friday posters, like PS5s in stock or whatever. So I walked in and I was talking to the guy, and I was like, do you have any? And he goes, no, we sold out this morning, like the minute the doors opened. There were people that waited there since Wednesday afternoon. So they waited Wednesday night. They sat through there instead of Thanksgiving. So all Thanksgiving, they sat in front of this GameStop.
Never,
And then that Friday morning, when the
never,
doors
never.
opened,
Did they even say how many they sold?
like 3 or 4. That's all he had.
Never. Ever, ever, ever.
Yeah. I went to a game launch, and I think that the last one I did was either Halo 3 or Gears of War 2, I think. But then I realized you can just pre-order and go pick it up later. Because it doesn't matter, like you don't have to be there for the launch.
Midnight releases were like
They were
the
fun,
thing
yeah.
back in high school.
Phil and I did that for Darksiders 2, and then went home and beat the whole game.
Yeah, then I know I think as the Gears of War 2 one, the GameStop was actually next to a Buffalo Wild Wings, so they catered for everybody waiting to do the like for the midnight release. Yeah, it was really cool. You got some beat-ups while you waited, and everyone just talked about Gears of War. But yeah, there's this rumor, and I'm posting it in the chat, that of Sony's response to Game Pass. There's a rumor going around about what they're doing. They said they aren't gonna give any news yet, but they might be coming up with something similar.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they already did it, at least for PS5 people, with the PS5 Collection, which is every PS5 game.
I think this may be something more than that, like making PS Now not be so expensive and adding more stuff to it.
Yeah, well, the streaming aspect sucks.
Yeah, making it so you actually download it, maybe incorporating your PS Plus subscription into it and having it be one thing. That would be really smart. I don't think I'd still do it.
I would never pay that much money. It's not worth it.
Because this I don't need to. But I guess I could play them on my PS5. But
You're never gonna get one, Phil. Stop. Just stop.
Yeah.
I guess that's true. I'll never have one. So.
Wait till January.
Maybe even later. But
I'll just wait for the PS6.
Yeah. Speaking of later, because that reminded me. When I was talking to the same dude at the GameStop, they're not looking for a big restock. This is from like Sony had sent them emails. Between February and May, they're not like that's their next time frame for like major restocks. Like if they get any more in, it'll be like onesie twosie ordeals.
Damn. I don't know. Even from what I've seen for people that do have it, like the game library is not there yet. I mean, it's just really it's like a hype novelty at the moment. So
it depends what you're like. Every game I'd play, I'm like Cyberpunk PC, Deathloop PC, Assassin's Creed's alright, Spider-Man looks alright. That's it. There's no games. I don't
Demon's Souls.
It's not my type of thing. I don't like. I'd rather smack my head on a.
And the Demon's Souls is like, unless you were a huge fan of the game, because it is just a 1-for-1 copy of the game. So
yeah, just better graphics.
I mean, it's been rehauled. Too.
Yeah, I mean the combat, but
so
it's
like, yeah. I think there is some like secret updated like areas that weren't in the original game that are
it's still
in this
not
version.
enough. Like
that I think they kept secret, but like people have recently found by like, they played it before on PS3, but now they can play it again, and they're like, wait, this wasn't here before.
But
it's crazy. All right, let's hit these games coming out this week.
Games.
I think after this week we're gonna change it a little bit and actually make it releasing and relevant. I know that's our name, but we pretty much say every game that's coming out. We're gonna start voting and getting rid of Fortnite Chapter 2
bro,
Season 17.
alright, they just added Galactus to Fortnite. So, therefore,
They're all going, and the Mandalorian.
Yeah,
It's
and the
now relevant.
Mandalorian.
there's a whole galaxy is in danger.
I just hit it, boys. I'm gonna be leaning like this real quick here. So we got Chronos Before the Ashes coming to PC, PS4, Xbox, Switch, and Stadia that came out December 1st. We got Empire of Sin coming to PC, PS4, Xbox, and Switch December 1st. Rainbow Six Siege came out December 1st for the new consoles, PS4 and Xbox Series X. Red Dead Online did become standalone. It's like $5 or something like that.
For now, it's limited.
Ooh, excuse me.
Just saying.
My bad. So for PC, PS4, Xbox, December 1st, you got Twin Mirrors, Lost on Arrival, coming to PC, PS4, and Xbox December 1st. Worms Rumble, which I heard was surprisingly an interesting Worms game, but it's like Worms Battle Royale, basically. Coming to PC, PS5, and PS4 December 1st.
But what?
And that's it.
That's a new game. That's a new game.
Googling now.
Looking it up now.
You got Sam and Max Save the World Remastered coming to PC and Switch December 2nd. You got Death Tales coming to the Switch December 3rd. El Hijo The Wild West Tales coming to PC and Stadia December 3rd. Get Hype, Woo Woo, Immortals Phoenix Rising came out today.
I saw a funny article about that game. It said that there's probably only about 15% of the map that's actually covered in things to do. Like, it has an enormous map, and there's only about 15% of the map is covered with actual like missions.
I'm not going front, man. Ubisoft, pardon my French for you viewers, is fucking up. I've seen that game. I've played Assassin's Creed, and I've played Watch Dogs. I do not like really any of them. Assassin's Creed has random stuff to do, at least, but it's just, I don't know. Their last like 4 titles have not been good, in my opinion. You got Morbid, The Seven Acolytes coming to PC, PS4, Xbox, and Switch December 3rd. Phoenix Point Year 1 Edition coming to PC today. You got Shiren the Wanderer, The Tower of the Fortune, and the Dice of Fate.
Long title. Holy
My
crap.
God.
That's gotta be a Japanese.
Coming to PC December 3rd. Oh, wow. You got Startup Panic coming to PC December 3rd. Taiko no Tatsujin Rhythmic Adventure Pack comes to Switch December 3rd. I like how I can pronounce that, but not You got Tinkertown coming to PC December 3rd. Commandos 2, the Remastered Edition, coming to Switch December 4th. Dark with a Q, Complete Edition, coming to PC, PS4, Xbox December 4th. Unless I say next gen, when I say that, it's what it is. Under Siege, what up, boy?
What up?
Going on,
some,
Siege.
some claps
You
in
got
the
Dragon
chat
Quest
for Under
11
Siege.
S. Yeah, FIFA 21 comes to next gen, PS5 and Xbox, December 4th. Fitness Boxing 2, Rhythm and Exercise.
Pre-ordered that.
Coming to the Switch, PS4. Yeah, boy. This is pretty cool. John Wick Hex comes to Xbox and Switch December 4th. That was previously just a PC game, I believe. Madden comes to upgraded version, I guess, if you want to call it that. PS5 and Xbox December 4th. And Suzerain comes to PC December 4th. I guess of note, I would say is going to be Immortals Phoenix. If you know, it's a top tier AAA game. I'm gonna throw some air quotes on that.
I would actually, for me, say the Dragon Quest 11S, because that was like the Switch version, and it was supposed to have a bunch of extra things and actually be like the most complete and better version of the game. Now that it's getting moved over to the PS4, Xbox, and to PC, so you get, you know, the better, you can get more graphically out of it.
I'll overwrite both y'all.
I think
Sam
it's
and
cool.
Max Save the World Remastered.
We're not going to mess with Syrian the Wanderer, the Tower of Fortune, and the Dice of Fate.
Well, I already beat it.
No.
I mean, unless they add New Game Plus, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, not much. I'm going to look into Immortals some more. I'm not going to get it, but I'm curious because, like I said, Watch Dogs Legion was so disappointing. The mechanic they did was good, but the world just felt super bland. And again, Assassin's Creed next gen, they didn't do much. There's no haptic feedback. It loads a little bit quicker, but it just feels, I don't know. I think I mainly don't like the RPG aspects, but it doesn't feel like an Assassin's Creed game. It just, if you take it for a Viking game, it isn't that bad. But that's my quick review. I get.
For Immortals, I did watch a review of it.
Yeah.
Just to see. So think Breath of the Wild. Did you play Breath of the Wild?
Me? Yeah.
Did you love Breath of the Wild?
Yeah.
Did you like how you could just explore? Like even if
No,
you saw...
I honestly hated it. I got bored.
Really?
I couldn't do story stuff because I would always get sidetracked just sliding down a fucking hill.
Okay, so here, if you zoom in, like if you did on Zelda, it will tell you exactly what's over there.
Yeah.
So it's not like, oh, I wonder what's there.
That's kind of lame because that was awesome though as well. Like I hated it, but it was cool. But like Brandon said, it's a huge map with nothing to do, which sounds right because Watchdog Legion was an open world with nothing to do except there was literally nothing to do in that open world. There was nothing. There was absolutely, you had your missions, that was it.
Yeah.
And all the missions were the same.
So also, like if you're like you found this like I don't know, old temple, you do the same thing over and over again, and it's a puzzle that has 3 parts to it that opens the door. The next part is a 3-part thing that opens the door, and it repeats it. So
I'm really scared for
you can feel from what this review said is you can feel the Zelda influence, but it just cops out to very basic and boring things.
I think Ubisoft working from home really tell them up. Like, Assassin's Creed does feel like a full game. Like there are things to do, there are things that distract you at least, but Phoenix and Watch Dogs just seem so empty and bland.
Just play Cyberpunk. When it comes out, you're gonna have hours and hours and hours of things to do. The guy said, like the last.
But what if it's bad? But what if it's bad?
It's not.
But what if it's bad?
It's
what
not.
If? What if, Phil?
It's not.
But what if it's bad?
Bro. What if only 15% of the map had things to do?
Yeah. What if I can't go into any of the houses? It's a big city, and I can't go into any rooms. It's just boring. I'm like, oh man, I can only go into certain buildings and stuff.
Like
it's all lame.
Some fucking
like
some Division. Where the map is.
Yeah, exactly. What if, Phil?
I'm pretty sure the prologue is like 6 to 7 hours long. You'll see the title screen at 6 or 7 hours in.
If it's anything like Witcher 3, man, I'm ready. But hit us with that cheat code, baby.
Cheat code of the week. Actually, it's an Easter egg, and it's
Easter egg of the week.
Sam and Max save the world. It's literally an Easter egg. In episode 4, there is a literal way to get a Easter egg. To obtain it, you'll just play the game normally until spoilers. Until Max becomes president. You'll use the calendar in the Oval Office to change the day to Easter. Then head out on the White House lawn and look in the golf hole, and you'll find an Easter egg.
I would have thought that was really cool.
It does absolutely.
Like probably 20 years ago.
Yeah, I thought it was funny.
I like the White House canopy, like the fancy hotel you're walking into.
Oh, what's this?
I never got to play any of the Sam & Max games.
They're supposed to be good.
There's still time, Justin. You're not dead.
That's what they say.
You can still do
it.
it.
You fool. You damn fool.
Easter Bunny. And you get an achievement on Xbox.
Apparently. Alright, cool. Let's wrap this up with what we doing, what we playing, and send these folks on their merry way.
Get them out of here.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Am I first?
Go ahead.
Am I at the
you're
top?
first.
Alright, cool. Playing some Valhalla. I'm trying. Once you get to England, it's a little bit more fun. So we'll see. The Warhammer DLC just came out for Total War. That will consume my weekend and most of next week, and then Cyberpunk comes out. So that is my plan. I still have to get Days Gone from Justin, so I can replay that. Apparently, the 60 frames on PS5 does look really nice for that game, so I will 100% replay that game because I liked it a lot. Phil, you need to join me in beating that game.
I will. I just I am scared for my current PlayStation to play that game.
It's just like
yeah, it gets super loud. I mean, luckily that I had like a lot of my games currently play on external, so the external is doing some of the work, but it sounds like a jet engine trying to play those games. I forced it through Last of Us Part 2. If it would have died right as I beat Last of Us Part 2, I'd have been happy.
Yeah.
I just been like, rest in peace, my friend.
That's fair. But yeah, I'm just Assassin's Creed, giving that a go, and then mainly just playing that Total War Warhammer DLC until Cyberpunk next week. Then shooting and then playing Overwatch with y'all. You know, the normal, shooty FPS games. You know, pang 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 pang.
Okay, go ahead, Phil.
Me, okay. Been playing some Apex
What?
a bit lately. Yeah.
Where we
Been
go?
winning.
We dropping.
We've been kidding.
Yeah, catching them dubs.
Then I've gotten a lot of games recently because of the Black Friday sales. But I did finish Ori and the Will-O-Wisp. I think I did that before the last one.
Yeah, we talked about that.
But yeah, then I hopped into Prey, the reimagining, and I finished that. And now, kind of as preparation for Cyberpunk, but I forget that it's actually an RPG itself. I started up Deus Ex, Mankind Divided, the Square Enix Cyberpunk RPG.
Right.
And that's been fun. And I also started Torment Tides of Numenera on PS4.
Yo, look at Jeff just flexing.
He is
My
flexing.
God, he's like, it's pretty good on the new console.
It's really funny because we did the beta on the regular 1X whatever.
Yeah.
I hated it. Played like dog shit. Like you could see like literal frames and like ripping almost, where it looked like you would see somebody and then like a slight shadow of them behind it. It's a night and day difference between last gen and this gen, so you can tell really are like what they did with the last Call of Duty when last gen first came out between the 360 and the X.
Yeah.
Where they made the last game look like crap and made everything just look nicer. So like that looks like they're trying to push people over.
Yeah. And then everything's gonna come to a halt once Cyberpunk comes out. And that'll all be on thing. I also started Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Warfare Battle or whatever it's called.
That I love that game. I love that turn-based style.
Like this is my like one phrase about it, right? Like review. The Mario RPG I didn't know I need.
It's great. It's so good.
You can still explore like around the map and stuff, and then the tactical combat works. I was having a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's my bee's knees. Landon.
I've been playing single player games.
Why you do it? I guess that should have been Justin.
Yeah, it's alright. It's alright.
It's okay.
I did like in my head the cube went that out.
Let me spin you a story.
It's okay.
Brandon.
Yeah.
Brandon.
We went on the surprise of the rotation.
He booted up a game. It's called Hades. Yeah.
Wait, you used a controller for it?
I play with a controller. This shit, I wish. Hold on.
Super expensive.
Nah, that one's too heavy to sit there with. This shit has dust on it. That's how very little I use it. I didn't even wipe the dust off of it when I started playing it. But I have. This is the one, the original one. Yeah, but I have. I don't even know. Probably 700 hours in Diablo. I absolutely love this game. It's everything Diablo has for me, except that it's less repetitive because it's always random. Like on Diablo, why are you poking your cat? On Diablo, you just get a super OP build and you just run train until you get new items. This game, every time you die, you lose all your items. Your stats are better, but you always have to get new items. It's a roguelite. Play it. Hades. It's amazing. It's only on Switch and
it's like
PC.
$20 though.
Yeah, $24, $20 on sale. Go ahead, Justin.
The same with the group, with the gang. We've been doing Overwatch and Apex. I picked up the Isle since it's now kind of like in a.
I seen you playing that.
I guess like a rebuild state kind of thing. Like it came out. It's been out for a while, but the devs didn't like what they've gotten up to. Like they liked a lot of it, but like they went back and just rebuilt everything with a whole new like engine and system and everything behind it. So they're now re-releasing all the old content they had that has now been upgraded.
Yeah.
Really fun. I enjoy it. But
Nice.
yeah.
I need to see if I have that game.
I'm gonna end on this game-breaking PlayStation 5 thing I forgot to add, and then we can send everybody off.
Uh-oh.
There's no themes.
Oof.
What?
That's because the load time's too quick.
Load time's too quick. It does.
I want my Attack on Titan theme song playing when I turn on my PlayStation.
I have a Cyberpunk 2077 theme. It's not like I'm gonna play it on PlayStation.
Not anymore, you won't. Because there's no themes.
Yeah,
It's not even an
that's kinda
option
wild.
right now. Yeah, I just got that boring old woo.
That's one thing I do actually enjoy about the Xbox a bit more is how they do like backgrounds and themes. Like they have dynamic themes finally on the Series X, right? But like on my Xbox One, I have like a achievement picture behind it, and it's from Quantum Break, and it's like from the collider that makes the time stuff happen. It looks really cool.
Nerd.
So it has a nice background.
Thanks everybody for watching. Yep.
Indeed,
No,
indeed.
yeah,
I'm
we
done.
Gucci.
Close it out.
Thank you everybody for
Close it off.
watching. Make sure you watch us again. If you're watching this live, make sure you watch us again on YouTube. If you are watching this pre-dated, like watch all of our episodes. There's 41 other episodes. There's 41 hours. You can spend a whole work week with us. Make sure you do that. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jeff, Under Siege, the other Jeff, all y'all.
Yeah, we also do an anime episode. 3 episodes this anime season.
Catch
That
those guys.
yeah, the fall season is about to come out for the mid-season review, so that'll be out literally like today or tomorrow. So you can watch that too if you're into anime and all that jazz, you know. But
Bye.
Later.